What'd you boys find? A cute little puppy. We're not here for puppies.
I'm gonna take money on my bank account.
Is that a school iPad?
He is pretty cute, isn't he? He is really cute.
pretty sure.
Okay.
I really want.
Okay, we said we were coming to look for a beta, not for a puppy. Let's go look. Let's go look. He is bypassing the betas again. These aren't betas either. You are not buying a snake.
I'm not buying a snake.
You're not buying a snake? What are you looking at?
Scorpion.
Scorpions. Do you like scorpions?
Yeah, I love them. Whoa.
What?
Those are baby
Aww. I do like them.
I'm staying away from that thing.
What is it? Oh, a snake? Yeah, you can't have a snake. Not in the house.
Oh, that pretty cute.
Chase has one of
It
these.
says want to name me.
Chase has one of these.
Yeah, he has
Those
a
are
full-grown bearded dragon.
$60 for a bearded dragon, huh?
Her name is
Well, I wonder what that one's 80. I wonder what the difference is.
I'm pretty sure those ones get
Bro, this
bigger.
guy's on the wall.
Yeah, he's trying to escape. That's what they do.
That's what they do. Try to escape. That's why you can't have one in the house.
Yeah, that's why I'm not gonna do it.
Or you, those guys are
I don't
hyper.
like, and also I
These
don't
guys,
want to
I
get
noticed,
bit.
these guys are way more hyper than Colossal. Colossal's like 8 times bigger than those suckers. Hey yo,
Who's Colossal, Beckett?
Chase is bearded dragon, and it's a girl.
Oh, do you go to school with Chase?
Yeah.
Come here.
Hey look, it's a bird. There's some birds.
Oh, that's a baby python.
Oh, you found the parakeets, huh?
Yeah, I saw those.
Yeah. Chase has a pet parakeet. Chase has a pet parakeet.
He has a parakeet and a bearded dragon?
Yep.
Are these finches?
Technically, it's chances. Technically, it's chance. Technically, it's chances.
When I was a kid, I had a blue one like that one on the top perch. And its name was Mars, and it could say, "Hello, pretty bird. Hello, pretty bird." I don't think parakeets
Technically,
usually
it's-
talk, though.
Technically, it's chances parakeet.
Oh, yeah? There's some leopard
I want
geckos.
one.
They're almost see-through.
Bro. There
Is
is
there a gecko up there in this one?
a strutted Mexican tarantula, pink toe tarantula.
Is there?
Yep, but those are tortoise.
Those are only $8,
Oh,
wow.
but you have to
I could buy those.
buy all of the stuff to put them into.
Well, we got a jar at home.
Any betas you like? That's what we said we'd get with the beta. What color are you thinking?
I don't know.
Do you know why they have them in different jars? They
will
aren't together?
Something. They
I really
will
want to
attack
get a
each
new
other.
puppy.
They what?
They will fight for the death.
Yeah, they'll fight each other if you have them together.
I really want to get a puppy.
You want a puppy?
I want that puppy.
Yeah, I wanted that.
I think they say glowfish. They must glow in the dark or with the black light.
Boom! We're back, and today we're gonna be painting my fish tank on this, so it looks like he has other little friends. Because if you put another beta next to another beta, they'll kill each other.
But you don't want them to be lonely, right?
Yeah,
What'd you name your beta?
I named him Ocean because he looks like the ocean.
Hold up. Oops. Can't see him real well in the plastic tub, but he's blue. Okay. So this is going to be a little bit different than how you usually paint. You're going to want to center up your picture you picked behind the jar, how you want it. And then we're going to use the pencil and trace around it and cut. So, do you want to go ahead and do that? Here's your pencil. ahead and do the other sides. Slippery. It wants to move on you, doesn't it? All right,
Okay.
use the scissors. I like your hexagon-shaped tank. How many sides does this hexagon have?
8.
Better count again. That'd be an octagon. Octa means 8. Hexa means, do we need to count? 1.
4.
No, count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hexa means
6.
6. You're right. So a hexagon has 6 sides.
I'm
Okay,
trying to
cut that
cut
out.
this paper.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have to paint it on there? Or could we just color this paper?
We're gonna put that paper inside of here, and then you're gonna paint it. And it's gonna be a little bit different from the way you normally do a painting, because normally you would start with your background first, and then paint your front pictures on top. But with this one, you're actually painting on the back side so that we see it from the front. So you're gonna start with the things on the front, and then the back will actually look like a mess, but from the front view, it'll look really nice. There you go. Is it gonna stay, or do you need some tape? You're probably gonna need some tape because you're gonna wanna lay it flat to paint, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some tape. I'll go get some. This is what it looks like. Dun 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 dun.
Now, what colors are you thinking you're gonna need for that?
Blue.
What do you want on the, let's see, to begin with? You hold it up, let me get the paints. What colors do you think you want for the starfish and the crab,
Crab,
and
I
the
need-
fish and the dolphin, because they're gonna be what you wanna paint
Dolphin,
first.
I need a light blue.
A light blue. Ooh, this would be a pretty one. Okay.
And then the crab, I need a red.
Okay, so we're gonna put it in this little paint tray. That one's almost gone. You must have been painting a lot. Okay, red for the crab.
Yep.
About the starfish.
Orange.
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 Let's see. How about the fish in front?
The fishies. These fishies should be the color dark blue.
Dark blue. And then these lines, like the line here that goes across the dolphin, and you might even want to do lines on the fish. Or do you think? Do you think you want to use black or white? What do you want to use? Your brother just tripped and fall.
Yeah.
No, I didn't trip. I slid.
He
It's
slid.
slippery. Oh, I jammed my toe.
So we have the fish painted on the front and the little water line for the outline of the fish. And the rest of it you're going to paint, and you will just paint in whatever color you want them.
Okay.
You've got your paint palette started here. Or your, whoops, it was almost tipped too much.
Fishies are dark blue.
Why don't you do the crab and the starfish first? And if you want those little dots on the starfish, you're gonna need to do the dots first. You could use the back of the end of your paintbrush right here and dip it in like that to do the little dots.
I wasn't planning to put that right. Good one.
And then while you have the red out, what happened to the napkin? Here it is. Do your crab.
Do I need a black outline?
No, you just stay in the lines. Making his legs now.
Yeah, his other legs kind of
His
got chopped
pinchers?
off whenever. Yeah, kind of got chopped off. His other legs kind of got cut off
Okay.
because we did the thingy. Jiggy. Done.
Okay.
Water.
Okay, so Hunter got the crab done, and we have the outline for the fish and the dolphin, and now he's going to paint his fish. What color did you decide on?
Glow in the dark orange.
Okay, put some on your palette.
Okay, there we go. Time to get to painting. Woof woof.
And you can just, you don't have to stay, like you don't have to worry about the fins and the lines for the fins there, because as long as it's behind the black, you won't see that there's a mess. Yep, because from the front side, you're gonna see the outline of the fish and then the color that you put inside.
Okay, that makes me feel a little better.
But try to stay in the black line for the outside part of the fish. But it's okay if you paint over the eyes and fins. It's gonna look like a mess from the back, but it's gonna look pretty from the front.
Hopefully. Just gotta get this job done. And now I am done with the fishes. I have finished it. It's a little smoky in here, but I have finished it. Would you like to see it? Yes? Okay. Fishy wishy is done and cunny. Cause it's a fishy wishy and a fishy wishy. It's a fishy wishy, it's a fishy wishy. Da-da-da-da.
Okay, hold up. So you finished your fish. Now you're gonna, the goldfish, are you gonna do the dolphin next?
Mhm.
Okay, I got you a little bit bigger brush because the dolphin's pretty big, but still try to stay in the gray outline.
Oops.
It's okay, we can wipe it off while it's still wet. And be careful around the eye because I don't think it's dry all the way, but you can paint over everything else. You look very serious when you paint. And you're just painting right over that white line that looks like the top of the water. And hopefully when we look at it from the front view, you'll still be able to see the white line.
Yep.
It's looking good, isn't it? Okay, for that seaweed, I think we should use a variety of greens. So I've got 4 of them picked out. Do you want to put them on your palette there?
Yeah.
Just a little bit in each of those 4 spots. You don't need very much, because there's not a whole lot of seaweed on there.
Let's go with a little squirt.
That's good. Way more than he needed. About half that much should be good for the next one. Man, your cameraman's a mess today. Just keep
You mean
wobbling
you?
back and forth.
And a squirt.
There you go.
I think these two are the same color.
Nope, not quite. One says lime tree and the other one says apple something.
Squirt. Satisfying. Squirt.
Okay. Do you want a thin paintbrush or a little bit thicker?
Thin.
Here, pick which one you think would be best.
Now let's get to painting. First piece of seaweed's gonna be green, dark green. It's gonna be,
Bright green.
this is bright green?
I don't know which one's which, but I think
This
that
is
is.
dark green.
Well, it says bright green.
Well, let's try it.
Okay.
It's a little bit light.
Not light, bright.
It's a little bright. First piece of seaweed done. It's right there.
Okay, next. Here, you can use both paintbrushes so it goes quicker.
Don't I need the thingy dippy?
No, use both paintbrushes. You can do 2 different colors. Okay, here's your water bottle if you want to stick it in.
I colored the water bottle.
It will look colored, won't it?
It's good enough.
Okay.
We're going for that big piece right there in the corner.
Is that an awkward position? You want it flat on the table?
Yes, please. He got seaweed now.
Do we want the same color over on the other side of the crab?
This one?
Mm-hmm. And maybe one behind the starfish.
This one?
Mm-hmm. Whichever one you want. Okay, now get that thin paintbrush again and do some more of the dark green.
Okay. That's not good enough.
I said use the thin brush. Just stick that one in the water and leave it there. There you go.
Okay.
Bright green now.
This one?
Mm-hmm. That way your grass will be different colors.
Crab. This little
And
crab.
it's okay if you get the green on the red crab, because from the side that we're looking at,
Yeah, I know.
we're not gonna see it. So you'll need the part that goes down underneath them too. There you go. So it looks like the
Oops.
seaweed went all the way through. Okay, how about, that's good. Just stay in the lines of the seaweed as much as you can. There you go. Do the one over on the side by the big piece. Okay, whatever color you want. You don't even have to rinse it. Just get it a different color.
Okay. This one.
There you go. We've got 3 more between the starfish and the long one.
Let's go for this color.
Okay. In the middle, and then the 2 on either side, do a
Right
dark
here.
green. The one in the middle. There's 3. Do the middle one. There you go. Now get a dark green for those other 2.
So this one.
Mm-hmm.
Go down there, through there and there.
Okay.
Dun dun
Wanna
dun
do your last
dun
one?
dun
You might need more
dun
paint.
dun.
Maybe not. That looks good.
Dun. One little soup.
All right, we're gonna have to let that dry now, and then you'll be able to do your background.
Yep. So I decided we shouldn't do the background because then my fishy can get some light through the window, and it'll already have water in there for my fishy. So the big reveal.
That's what it's gonna look like. Oh yeah, it looks neat, doesn't it? You can see the eyeballs on the fish. All right, so the next thing we're gonna need to do is fill that up with water, but water from the faucet isn't good for fish because it's got chemicals in it. So we could either use a bunch of bottled water, or we can use the water from the faucet, but we have to let it set for 24 hours, so a whole day. Do you think your fish wants to wait that long for his new aquarium?
Oh,
No? Well, we'll decide and which one we want to do, whether we want to let him wait for 24 hours, because he's in a nice little jar right now. He'd be okay. And then we wouldn't have to wait for the 24 hours. Look, Ocean, there's your new home Hunter painted for you. So we poured the fish and the water he was in already into the tank. Hunter's not super patient, so he talked me into letting him use bottled water. He's very persistent too. We're gonna fill the tank up.
to that little line that was there,
Just to the water line? Okay,
to where the dolphin is.
yep.
And I'll go put the other water bottle back
Okay, I think you only need one more.
and drink this.
That's good. So we only used 2.
Well, kind of two. I'm filling it up where the line is.
All right. Looks like you got it. There you go, Ocean. You have a new tank.
She also has a crab that she's been looking at.
She likes the crab.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know it's a she?
He.
I don't know if it's a he or a she. How do you know?
And the thing, it said, on the top it said male.
So what do you feed your beta?
I feed her,
Oh, when we bought it at the pet store, it said male?
yeah.
Okay.
I feed him some of these.
Beta food.
This is not a sponsor.
You give him just a couple little pellets?
I usually give him 4 or 5.
Show it to us first. Oh, they're tiny. Okay.
Dun, dun, dun. You see the pellets? He just went up to eat one.
I see him floating on the top, even in the video.
I'm dropping the ones that fell out.
So you named your fish Ocean. Do you know what day God created the ocean and what day he created the fish in the sea?
3rd.
The 3rd? You think so?
Mhm.
Well, let's find out. So it's in Genesis chapter 1. It says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty, and darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters." So there was already water, wasn't there? "And God said, 'Let there be light,' and there was light. And God saw that the light was good, and he separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. And God said, 'Let there be a vault between the waters to separate water from water.' So God made the vault and separated the water under the vault from the water above it. And it was so. God called the vault sky, and there was evening, and there was morning the second day. So there was water on the first day. There was light he made on the first day. There was air and the atmosphere that he made on the second day, the sky. Verse 9, and God said, let the water under the sky be gathered to one place, and let dry land appear. And it was so. And God called the dry ground land, and the gathered waters he called seas. And God saw that it was good. So he separated the water from the land, and we had the ocean, and we had the land. Then God said, let the land produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants and trees on the land that bear fruit with seed in it, according to their various kinds. And it was so. The land produced the vegetation, the plants bearing seeds according to their kinds, and trees bearing fruit with seeds in it according to their kinds. And God saw that it was good, and there was evening and there was morning, the third day. So what's the point of the plants and the trees having fruit with seeds in it?
Well, they have to have seeds so they'll produce more.
So they'll reproduce and keep growing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So those were made on the third day. And God said, let there be lights in this vault of the sky to separate the day from the night, and let them serve as signs to mark sacred times and days and years. And let them be lights in the vault of the sky to give light on the earth. And it was so. And God made two great lights, the greater light to govern the day, and the lesser light to govern the night. He also made the stars. So what's the greater light that governs the day?
The sun.
And what's the lesser light that governs the night?
The moon.
Good. God set them in the vault of the sky to give light on the earth, to govern the day and the night, and to separate light from darkness. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening and there was morning, the fourth day. Hey, you know what? So there are some people who try to say that God used evolution to create the earth. And they think that whenever it talks about the days here, it might have been like 1,000 years, because there's a scripture that talks about how 1,000 years is like a day to God. And a day is like 1,000 years, because God is eternal. There's like time is not really a thing for him. But that couldn't be correct, because whenever God created the seeds and the trees and the plants, what do they need in order to grow that he didn't create until the next day?
Water.
No.
Soil.
You just said it. What's the greater light that governs the day?
The sun.
The sun. Can plants grow without sun?
Sun.
So if these days were 1,000 years apart, the plants couldn't have lived for 1,000 years without the sun, could it?
Mm-hmm.
So we know that when God's word says that he created them the first day and the second day and the third day and the fourth day and the fifth day and the sixth day, that those were literal days, because they needed the sun to keep growing. Verse 20, and God said, let the water teem with living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the vault of the sky. So God created the great creatures of the sea, like ocean here, like our fish and our dolphin and our crab and our starfish. And every living thing with which the water teems, and that moves about in it according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. God blessed them and said, be fruitful and increase in number, and fill the water in the seas, and let the birds increase on the earth. And there was evening and there was morning, the fifth day. So what day did God create all the ocean animals, or fish that live in the ocean?
The 4.
No.
The second.
No,
The
I just
third.
read it.
Yeah.
The fifth day, you're right. He created the sun on the fourth day. He created the plants on the third day. Okay, let's see what he created on the sixth day. Verse 24, and God said, let the land produce living creatures according to their kinds, the livestock, the creatures that move along the ground, and the wild animals, each according to its kind. And it was so. God made the wild animals according to their kinds, the livestock according to their kinds, and all the creatures that move along the ground according to their kinds. And God saw that it was good. Everything God created was good, wasn't it?
Yep.
No. What do you think it means according to their kind?
Like they made their own kind of fish, like other kinds of like humans, fish, tigers, lions,
Yeah.
bunnies.
So a betta fish isn't going to reproduce a goldfish, is it? And a dolphin's not going to reproduce a crab, right? So God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. God blessed them and said to them, "Be fruitful and increase in number. Fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky and over every living creature that moves on the ground." So God created us in his image, humans, people, right?
Yep.
And then he told us to take care of the earth that he created. So with you having your fish now, Mr. Ocean in there, you have to be responsible to take care of him, right?
Mhm.
To make sure he gets food. And when his water starts to get dirty, give him clean water, right?
Yep.
And take care of him. And that's what God was asking us to do when he said that we should take care of the fish and the sky and fill the earth and be fruitful and multiply, right?
Yep.
He gave us good things and he wants us to take care of those things.
Yeah.
You guys have a blessed day.
I got one more thing for you. Hit that notification bell and tell us how your week's been going, or year. And maybe like and subscribe. It's up to you.
We're looking forward to making more videos for you this summer.
Bye-bye.